Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much... Chiesa! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Busquets gathers from the goal kick. Now it's El Shaarawy. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe is on his own.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, easy pickings there. Bellingham! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Mbappe. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Chiesa gets across and deals with it. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Beckenbauer gets it away. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Hernandez does really well to win the ball there. That's good play. Platini. And they can counter here. McAllister. Mbappe! Mbappe! Busquets. Chiesa is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And here's Platini. Valverde. Oh, red, nice interception.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Vinicius Junior. Hernandez. He has found the way through. Hernandez with the delivery. And a shot! Oh, it's come loose. And again! Goal! Arsenal! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this...
And the shot! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And here's Platini.
2 added minutes has been
Pass isn't
indicated.
the best. Now it's Valverde. Platini. Oh, important into... And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each.
Special presentation featuring our guest.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. Colo get the second half going.
Arsenal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
He's having a shot! Superb goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And a header! He has done it! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the...
He's having a hit! Oh, bang on target.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Valverde. Chiesa. Now it's Chiesa. Chiesa! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he hit that sweetly. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, and he's through the middle. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. White is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, there's a probing ball. McAllister.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And they've got rid. And they're quick to get it back. Bellingham. And that has been clubbed away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Beckenbauer getting this one clear. Strokes it back.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's gone backward here. Alexander-Arnold. It's El Shaarawy!
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 11, Bellingham. Coming on the field is
less said about that pass, the better.
Chiesa. Kimmich. There will be 3
Gently
minutes
done.
added time.
He won't be happy with that one. Kimmich. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Up he goes! And with that, the final whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. They've got rid. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
I think it's safe to assume, Peter, that Diego Forlan will pose this side's greatest threat regardless of whatever position he plays.
Which is testament, of course, to the fact that he is just so good at adapting to any role he's given.
Centre forward, out wide, number 10, he really does excel in all of those positions, so I can see him moving about freely, switching between all of them.
One way or another, he'll make his mark. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Well, they've got it again. João Cancelo swings, goes in for the header! No, not the best of headers. Rummenigge. And it's Cancelo. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bayern Munich with the corner, they're first. And he's taking no chances there. Quick to get it clear again. He is through here. Can he put it away? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Mateus. João Cancelo is looking to influence the game from out wide. Hits one! Driving through the middle. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's intervened well there. Sancho. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! Denied by an instinct. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless.
Boy a very special birthday.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitutions taking place.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Arsenal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Kaká. No, he refuses to take the bait. Bayern Munich are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Forlan. It's anyone's ball now. Platini looking to... He's having a go! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Roberto Carlos.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Driving on and making good progress. McAllister. Good driving run. He's in plenty of space here. And that is expertly dealt with. Nakata. Great ball if he can get there.
Look, this is so frustrating.
Oh no, this does... Decent hit! Really well taken goal. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option.
Shapes to shoot! They want to be quick to recover this. In for a header! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, the level of urgency is shot up, and that's promising now to maintain it.
Kaká! Kaká! And that could have brought them level.
Oh, I think you could really feel his pain there. He was convinced he'd put his side level.
Roberto Carlos. Mbappe! He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's there to get it away. Nicked it back promptly. The final 5 minutes. Kaká. Kaká running with the ball.
Arsenal have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
And here's Ribery. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
2 added minutes
He
has
can
been
get that
indicated.
clear. And it's Roberto Carlos. He can run onto that. Bellingham. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place
Hello,
in the
everybody, and
minds
welcome
of
to
the
today's
footballing
match.
folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. Vinicius Junior. In by Vinicius Junior.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Oh, nicely intercepted. He has found the way through. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Darwin. Now it's Schneider. He's cut it out.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
Alexander-Arnold. And that's another throw. And he's managed to gift it back. And they've got rid. And that's going right the way across. Haaland.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bellingham takes control of it and he's on the move. Bellingham. Great hit! Just swings wide.
Schneider probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
Played back in. Schneider. It's Bellingham. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. More and more pressure on the ball here. And he's had it nicked away. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Sancho. And that is as far as they're going to go. Quality ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sancho. And there's the end of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And a header! In he goes again! Another fruitless header.
Manchester United might just feel they're onto something here, despite not putting that away, you know.
Koundé, Beckham, and here's Haaland.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
60 minutes played. And they're back on the ball again. McAllister. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Arsenal have a free kick. McAllister. Mbappe! And now they can clear their lines. Sancho.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Oh, that's a key interception. 75 minutes played. Passing is crisp and... Mbappe! Oh, what has happened here? Rice clears it away.
Arsenal showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well timed, excellent interception. That's a good ball played into space. Oh, good ball. He's got away. Skims. Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And Dijk picks it up from the goal kick. He can get that clear.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that will be it. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter.
Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see,
Hello,
we are
everybody,
all set.
and welcome to
The game
today's
should be
match.
a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth. Great chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Ribery. Hernandez. El Shaarawy. He is through here. To McAllister. Rummenigge. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bellingham. Arsenal finding their passes. And that was very necessary. Arsenal are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Platini. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that has been slung wide. And he was quick to react. Van Dijk.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Alexander-Arnold. Sancho. 15 minutes till half-time. Played back in. Bellingham. Just eases him off the ball. Platini, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bellingham spots it and intercepts. Now that's well seen too. Sancho. Alexander-Arnold. Played out towards the right wing. Sancho gets into some space. Araujo gets it away. Mbappe. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Oh, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the game has already resumed here. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bellingham. Now it's Sancho. Platini. And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk gets it away. Arsenal still trailing by
Attendance
one
for this
and
match
looking
was
here to take it up a notch after the break.
71,550.
Sancho. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Still alert as ever. That's so well played.
Rummenigge.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Davids. Rummenigge. And they've got rid. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Arsenal have their second corner now. And he shoots! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Vieira. Great defending, strong and determined. And he can clear it away. Ball's out once more. Can he finish? Caught offside that time.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Mbappe. Rummenigge. And that is a little undercooked. Looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Another chance from a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
So, third corner of the game.
Francesco Totti. Coming on to replace him is number 15.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just 5 minutes left. Deftly away. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's found a way through. He's got the shot away! They've scored! And with that goal comes comfort. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Manchester United could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by... Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's nothing new for attacking players to be converted into wing-backs and full-backs. But in this guy, Alphonso Davies, I think we might have uncovered something rather special. The raw pace, the energy, the athleticism. It's an endless drive he seems to have, and it's quite incredible.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. That is good alertness. Neymar. Botafogo finding their passes. Now he's off and running. Chiesa.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always...
Chiesa! Goal! Arsenal! And there is the big 200. Everybody reminds him what he has gone and done.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And that's definitely not his best. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Terrific header! It's in for the pieces! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
His radar picked up on that very quickly, and he was first to react.
And it's Ribery, and he's managed to get free. Beckham was in no mood for any of that. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Chiesa. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great ball, and he's in here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Beckham. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And the half-time whistle goes. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal.
And we come to you
and
now
that is
with
the
a
state
quick
of it at
request
the break.
for support
1-0.
from our charity fund, Chance in
How's the first
Football.
half compared with your expectation?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is
Substitution
unlikely.
on the
They're
field.
switched on to that,
Number
and still very
20,
much in this game.
Andy Cole.
Arsenal
Number
head into the
14,
dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Arsenal carrying a one-goal lead. That pass has been well intercepted. And that's another good win of the ball. Rummenigge. Messi. And he's there to get it away. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
The attendance for this match was
Your impression
71,550.
so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And they've got rid. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Sané. Now it's Sané. He's found a way through.
Oh, great feat, that.
Sané. That is lovely. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe! And he's really put himself on the line here. Arsenal with the corner, they're first. That has been knocked clear.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Arsenal have their second corner now. There's the header! And that would have been game, set and match.
Mbappe really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That looks a good ball through. He has found the way through. Oh, it's been flattened there.
Botafogo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Arsenal leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
There's the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Arsenal certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And the referee brings it to a close. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. He's had a hit! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He's in, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pedri. Oh, great chance! Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Thinks one through.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Decent hit! And he's heaved it away. Sancho. And it's Belletti. And that is expertly dealt with. El Shaarawy. Chiesa. Now it's El Shaarawy. El Shaarawy. El Shaarawy crosses. And now the hit! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Arsenal really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. That is good strength. Oh, that's ambitious. And another try! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nicely spread. Pedri. He's having a go! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, well played, well played. Cleared without complication. Pedri. Closing in on goal. Chance! He has done it! And with that goal comes comfort. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish.
And there is the half-time whistle. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Here we go again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Adams gets across to intercept that. And that's another good win of the ball. David Villa. Pedri. David Villa. They're urging him to... David Villa! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Mbappe. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Looking for options for movement. He's in here! And the shot! Yes! And surely that settles it!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now. Pedri. And Inter now could counter-attack.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Adams getting this one clear. Goulet. Now it's Mbappe.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Zaire Emery. Chiesa. Bellingham. And it's Belletti. He is through here. And here's Nunez. Pedri. Is there a... Pedri! And that's off target.
Inter just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Substitutions taking place.
Inter Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Chiesa wins the duel this time. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. Look at the space. Tries a shot! Oh, he's been caught now. In he goes again! Well, that is remarkable.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Griezmann providing an outlet on that flank. Adams clears it away. Pinged towards the front line. Bastoni makes the interception. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Costa Curta. Pedri looking understandably energised after his goal. And the counter is on. Shot could be on. Lewandowski chooses to go back. Pedri pinches it off him. Now it's Chiesa. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Arsenal have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome
Hello,
to everybody who has
and
joined
welcome
us
to
for this
today's match.
unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Chiesa! An early chance there, first of the game.
Chiesa put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Sancho. And he's in on goal. He's found great hits. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Goulart picks it up from the goal kick. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that pass isn't the best. Played back to the goalkeeper. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, such a clever touch. Decent hit! And they've got rid. Chiesa absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Valverde! It's there!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Valverde unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack.
Mbappe! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid with the corner, there first. Van Dijk can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, terrible mistake. Cleared away. Mbappe attempts a clearance.
Added time.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. And we've reached half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break.
And a quick
1-0.
reminder today, everybody, to make
Well, obviously
sure to put
things
any
are not
result in
good,
the bins
Peter. It
provided.
seems the
Thank
team
you
were
for
just
your
a bit too
cooperation.
busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to
Substitution
improve
for
and make it
Arsenal.
fast.
Number 15, Chiesa. Number 9,
Here we go again then.
coming on the field.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter.
Number
Tries a
18,
shot, and another try. It's in. 2 to the good. They have breathing space. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Hernandez, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's searching through. Haaland. Can he put it away? Yes! And they are pulling clear here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. And that is a little undercooked. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to... He's got the shot away! He scored! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Played back in. Oh, well played, well played. And he has slightly undercooked that one. Arsenal clearly... Great chance! Now, that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Looking for the run. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. So, what can they make of this? And it's Ribery. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. He has found the way through. Costa Curta gets good distance on it. He's looking to set free a runner. And he's cut it out. And that was very necessary. Griezmann. Oh, good spread. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Quality ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Can he get it through? Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. And that will be it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Arsenal desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch. And you're never going to win like that.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.